Alright, I'm here smashing oh, a power bar like a little goblin. Well, I had something else I was going to say, I think. I am going to smash this power bar like a little goblin. Alrighty, gamers. Distinguished Mina-chans. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Let's get started. Welcome to part whatever this is. I think this is part 2. Technically part 3, but the first one's not really much of a part. That was just me memeing around. Alright, let's get to it. Oh. Let's see, quick recap. Where were we? We were at the cafe, tried the mystery meat, the fish that makes you sick, that apparently makes everybody sick. I don't even know why they eat it at that point. And kind of like a human LARP cafe, definitely not sized or scaled for dragons with wings and shit. And then we went back to the apartment because they had given us the MacGuffin, cold fusion or whatever, and the mailman came, and he is a gross human otaku, and now we're holding the letter from Reza, which is probably going to be something like kill yourself, Elmao, or something stupid like that, because he's a villain. Alright, let's find out. With all the commotion, I almost forgot that I was also still holding Reza's letter. Within the plain envelope was a similarly plain sheet of paper with his handwriting. That makes sense, that is what a letter is. When I started reading, however, I saw that his wording was so full of the pleasantries I knew he hated that I assumed every word of it was fake as to conceal his true intent. He did mention I'd know what to do, but I was unsure of how I was supposed to decode the letter's secret message. Oh, I wonder if there's a fun QTE minigame? That'd be cool. One of my helpful followers says we were about to go on a date/blood ritual, and Reza is going to go car bomb. I don't know if that's for the dragons or to the dragons. Quote, this can't really be what Reza's thinking. He's too much of an asshole. End quote. That one's funny though. When he tries, he could be cute. I didn't remember ever having a conversation about this topic with him, yet he still relied on me to remember whatever it was that I was missing. Or he thought I would just be able to figure it out on my own. I'm hoping for the QTE minigame. This is what it said. Ahem. Hello, my dear friend. I hope this letter reached you swiftly and in good condition. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch up earlier, so I wanted to write you this letter. How have you been these last few years? What have you been doing? How's the family? I feel like there is so much we should talk about. I don't know if this is funny, since we have not seen each other much recently. At least we have a chance to do so in this form. Quite an exciting venture we are on now, right? How have you liked it here so far? Made any dragon friends yet? Haha. Haha. I think that should just been Lamau. Anyways, I will be looking forward to your replies. So let's see. Classic is first letter of each sentence. No, that's not it. I feel like if it's good, it should be solvable from this position without any exterior information. But I don't know. It's probably going to be one of like these word exchange kind of types. Let's find out. Anyways, I'll be looking forward to your reply soon. Best regards, Reza. Various things came to mind. Only reading certain words or letters is one that I thought of immediately. Same. But I couldn't make out anything after trying to find a system within its array of letters and lines. Maybe I had to look more carefully. What do we think? I think I know its meaning. I don't think I know its meaning. Read between the lines and look elsewhere for hints. I think we want to look elsewhere for hints. Let's check. Yeah. Oh, I see typing. What do we got? What's the big brain? Let's see. Okay. Let's see what happens. Alright. Here's what we got. Actually, okay. Forgot to. After looking at it for a while, I came to the conclusion that the secret message said that Reza wanted me to A. Plan Sebastian's murder. Murder capitalized. Which is nothing else as follows that scheme either, so that's funny. A. Plan Sebastian's murder. B. Do nothing while he figures out what to do. C. Find out more about the government. D. Flee through the portal as soon as possible. Look at the letter again. Show more options. We want to see more options. Where are we? A, B, C, D, E. What is it? F, I think. F. Have a pizza party. G. Steal a certain book from the library. H. Find out where Maverick lives. I. Break into the manufacturing plant. I don't remember my alphabet anymore. J. There we go. I am very smart. I am unable to decode the message. K. Show even more options. I think we want to see what else we got. Oh man, I was hoping that there were more options, like just like 3 or 4 or 5 pages, just like increasingly more insane or ridiculous suggestions. Like join the space agency, enlist in the Marines, get a commercial driver's license, become a long haul trucker, run away to the mountains and become a forest hermit, kind of stuff. Let's look at the letter again. I'm thinking pizza party, but let's see what happens if we're a coward and try this. Oh, I wonder if we can still select pizza party after we actually do something now. Well, I don't know. It's a bad adventure. Let's try. Oh, I should be narrating. Read between the lines. Lines, of course. Maybe I was supposed to read between them. I didn't have an implement on me with which I would have been able to read fine print, though with his handwritten letter, I doubted Reza could have done anything of the sort. Let's look elsewhere for hints. Or maybe he referred to the fact that we were both given an apartment. Considering the things they provided for us, maybe I just had to find the right object to decode the message. There were many everyday items here, though, and of course I still had no idea what in particular I was looking for. I'm feeling lucky in the kitchen. Suggestion: decode it with a vase of flowers. Interesting. Let's see. Let's try the bookshelf then. I'm still hoping that we're able to select the pizza party, but I just really want to know what exactly we're supposed to do, and then not do it. I guess that makes me a completionist. Disgusting. The bookshelf was stocked with quite a variety of books on different topics. Yes, that is what a bookshelf is for. Look at an individual book. Let's look behind the books. I feel like that's maybe Reza left me another message here at some point. Oh, I forgot to do my usual introduction. Sorry, everybody. I got carried away by playing the game. I've been thinking about this for a couple days now. Welcome to the continuation of the Kaikage Amayo Dazed and Confused 2K22 tour stream. I'm your host and narrator, Kaikage Amayo. Thanks for tuning in. Next time I will probably front load this, but I'll be honest, I'm extremely forgetful. Really only the fact that I'm seeing the name here is what reminded me. I just woke up, it's like this. Anyways, he could have known that I was going to live here, so I suppose it's possible that he helped with the preparations and hid something for me to find. Probably not, but let's find out. Nope, nothing. Maybe it's an individual book. Maybe it has something to do with the books. The shelf is full of them, but I suppose the hint could be hidden inside one of them. Which book should I look into? Draconic Desire, Assault of the Humanoids from Outer Space, Born to Serve, Price and Prayer, The Ixamen Sphere and How to Use It. Well, obviously we're going to start with that one. The illustrated covers for these, this is amazing. This game is just like twist after twist after twist. Just who on earth would illustrate a book cover? That's amazing. As a manual meant for the general populace, this booklet intends to bring you, the valued reader, closer to the uses and joys an Ixamen Sphere might bring. I have taken utmost care to use simple language and instructions to remove the well-known barrier between individuals and knowledge of proper use of this most wondrous device. For interested parties, a chapter about the Ixamen Sphere's history and ideas for advanced applications can be found later in the book. Quick Start Guide. Step 1. Place your Ixamen Sphere on a flat, stable surface. Make sure that the sphere is indeed stable and flat. Expert tip. Use a spirit level in order to determine if a surface is absolutely horizontal in order to prevent the Ixamen Sphere from rolling off the table unintendedly. That's good advice. Bonus and extra points for spirit level. That's fairly sophisticated, esoteric vocabulary. Step 2. After having made sure your Ixamen Sphere is lying perfectly horizontal, plug your sphere into any fitting household outlet. Warning. Make sure the Ixamen Sphere's power switch is in the off position prior to plugging it in. Good advice. Step 3. Locate the power switch. This step may introduce some difficulties, as many different models of Ixamen Spheres exist with varying methods of turning them on and off. When in doubt, please contact your Ixamen Sphere's manufacturer to help with this step if necessary. Now I know how to work an Ixamen Sphere, whatever that is. Let's try Draconic Desire. Draconic is... Oh, nice. I like this. Hardened Wings classic. I was so young and naive back then. Wait, there's a newspaper said, quote, "The sensation that swept the nation, the novel of the generation." I don't know if I believe that. The fact that they credited only to a newspaper and not a specific newspaper makes me a little doubtful. But let's find out. Barely having reached the age at which the arduous process of finding a mate, settling down and starting a family became expected, yet none of my peers interested myself. They were childish and crude and uncultured. I was lost in a sea of uncertainty, drifting, hoping to be found by the one day. And then I did. How fast time flies when you're happy. I can't believe this was just 2 weeks ago. What? 2 weeks ago I found the one, my truest soulmate there ever could be. This is insane. Keep going. Like a wrecking ball, he came out of nothing, breaking all the barriers and entered my life. 2 weeks ago I was nothing. Today I am the happiest dragon alive. Who knew that out of all the people alive, it only took the right one to right life itself? Who knew to meet that the perfect one, the only thing you needed was... Oh, this should be twisty. This should be good. It does... That really kind of makes me mad. God damn it. Tease of a game. Who lets this mess ever get to print? Sheesh. Every now and then there's like these little moments of just like brilliance. Alright, assault of the humanoids from outer space. I am assuming this is attack from Mars, but in the opposite direction. Gunner presents Assault of the Humanoids from Outer Space. Arc 1. It was a dark and stormy night and strong start. Relentlessly pouring was the rain outside, periodically interrupted by the loud echo of thunder again and again. So quick had its roaring staccato become that it almost seemed like someone was pounding against the door. No, someone really was pounding on the door right now. The door swiftly opened, and the moment for which the house's owner had waited decades finally was here. A lot is happening. Not on the field of battle do you meet me, human scum, but in the comforts of my own home do you seek to assassinate me? Feel my wrath. May it lead you to a slow and painful D-E-A-T-H death, he screamed at the top of his lungs. Your resistance will only temper my blade, inferior creature. Taste my blade and die from it. The reply wryly came from the human invader standing within the doorframe. Hero quickly stabbed him with his magi pen, a lethal hit which caused the human invader to slump to the ground instantly. His last words being, "Damn you, Hero, this is not over yet," while he melded into a red blotching up Hero's carpet. Who writes this? Hero looked up into the sky and realized all the thunder and rain had really been the UFOs of the invaders, numerous enough as to rival the raindrops falling from the sky. That's kind of hard, though. It's kind of fucking raw. This was the moment when he knew it was too late. This meant war. Oh, so this is actually Starship Troopers, apparently? Really? An invasion by human aliens? Is that what they think we're like? Alright, let's, Born to Serve. Born to Serve, an autobiography by Avdon 567, a council member of some renown. It doesn't say what he's renowned for, but we are told some renown. Chapter 1, Rise from the Ashes. Rise from your grave. From the day I was born, I knew I was destined for greatness. As a member of the Avdonian household, nothing less was expected from me. This is a bold start for someone who's only of some renown. Not like great renown or incredible renown, but just some renown. My father, Avdon 5'6", made sure of that. That's not how someone would have read that sentence. My mother, however, oh, she wasn't literally a worm. Okay. Was a worm. Not literally, mind you. She was just not some sort of annelid squirming beneath the beneath the earth and living in filth. No, she was just what I would describe as the lowest form of life. Well, that's rough, buddy. Like, that's extremely rude. Not concerning herself with matters of any importance, she instead sought to base her existence on superficialities. Not that it mattered much, as I grew to hate them both equally. This is such goony shit. For those who may want to critique me now for saying this, I have no doubt of my father's political achievements, yet only those who had to live with him know that these successes came at the price of his very soul. An empty shell of a dragon driven by nothing but his performance as a politician, not as a father. Oh, so he's a Gundam character. Or Ava. A politician, huh? I wonder what their actual government is like. Alright, last book. Price and Prayer. Oh, I like this cover. Price and Prayer, a There's no C, so it's not Politico. It's Politographical? Politographic. That doesn't make any sense to me. Orange13, currently in Discord stream chat, says that the quote, bet the dragons have a Republican sortition, quote. I don't know if they know what sortition means. It could be a republic. Feels like it might not be. It's gonna be like some like fake neoliberal ghoulish quote quote democracy kind of thing, probably. Let's find out. I'm really enjoying these books though. This was a good detour. Preface: The Price and Prey politographical novel. In the 1470s, 1422s and 22nd and years since our ascent to sentience, a most extraordinary chain of events led to the most extraordinary of circumstances in our politics and society. These events have since been buried in history until I stumbled upon the records of these tumultuous times. I have taken upon myself to dramatize the events in a manner that is both accurate to history as well as entertaining to any reader who might have an interest in such stories. I want to keep reading this one. I hope there's more pages in the future. This is not just for my own personal gain, as I hope to make the story available to a larger audience than just a few who have permission to visit the archives. I believe the wisdom to be gained from the ensuing tale to be more relevant to us now than ever. System says, you read a bunch of books, and we got achievement unlocked, bookworm. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so bookshelf is tapped out. Let's try the bathroom because it's next in the list. Let's try the shower first. Crap, no shampoo to be found anywhere, of course, and no hint either, just some body wash. So that's just body wash but no shampoo. Who does that? And the tub is separate from the shower, which is also where the toilet appears to be, because that's... Oh, wait, we can investigate. This is one of the least human designs for a bathroom that I have seen in my entire life. And I have done a lot of bathroom and shower comparison shopping, planning for vacations. The whole 2 of them or whatever I've since been able to actually take in the last couple of years. This does not make any sense at all. Why would you put the toilet in the shower? Why is the bathtub completely this? And then the stool that's not even at like human height, that then you have these little towel bars. This is bad. Pisses me off. Alright, let's check the cabinet. No razors. Womp shaving. There are some pain meds though, that's good. Should we take some? We're gonna take some. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but here we go. Again? I wonder how many we can. I'm feeling strange. I think this now puts our Dojin in the M colon what? I guess it could go either way. Feminization or the one that turns into the animal, whatever that is. Let's find out. Which way, Western man? One more can't hurt. Can't hurt because they're pain meds. Oh, the BGM just cut. Uh-oh. Rip us. How long was I gone? And why did I think eating a whole bottle of pain medication would somehow help with my search? System says you took some pain medication. This was not a good idea. Achievement unlocked. Prescription. The flavor text for prescription says take a dragon dose of medicine. Oh, sorry, take a dragon dose of medication. That was worth it. I wonder how long we were out and why, if it was long term, nobody, like, hey, where'd the pet human go? Oh shit, he OD'd. Up that retard full of Narcan. Sorry, we're not supposed to use that word anymore. Pump this dipshit full of Narcan. Alright, let's look in the fridge. Crack open an egg and look inside. Obviously, that's the first. Nope, just a regular egg. How many eggs do we have? A lot of eggs. I think that's. Oh, we're out of eggs. I guess I just wasted a perfectly good batch of eggs. System says you just wasted a perfectly good batch of eggs, and we were given an achievement Alvaside for our misdeeds. Examine an unlabeled container. Well, obviously that's what I want to look. It's an unlabeled container with some sort of white liquid inside. Well, here goes nothing. It's salty. You drank a mystery liquid, system. Achievement unlocked. Daredevil. I bet the flavor test for this one's going to be pretty good. Drink a mysterious liquid. This probably won't have any consequences. Let's check out the meat. Nothing special. The milk is pasteurized. Quote, at least they've got that down, quote. Let's see. We checked out the fridge. Let's check out the pantry. Fruits and veggies. What should I look at? We'll start at the top, the date. If I were to put it on the floor and then step on it, what would happen? I'd be going on a date. That was awful. What about the fig? What do I know about figs? Quite a bit, actually. Figs are ripe with history and still enjoy some cultural significance, especially in religious circles. For example, they are the leaves with which Adam and Eve covered themselves up in the Bible's book of Genesis. This is still getting a little specific. It also happens to be the kind of tree Buddha achieved enlightenment under. That's a fun fact. Not only that, but it is also mentioned in Greek mythology. Isn't that fascinating? Isn't it fascinating? But wait, there's more. The influence of figs also extends towards words, phrases, and sayings we still use today. Interesting. Take the word sycophant, for example, which comes from a Greek expression meaning someone who shows the fig, which was a vulgar gesture at the time, or I don't give a fig, which is of course a figure of speech. And might as well be said that the influence of figs is as far-reaching as its fruit is succulent, figuratively speaking, that is. I'm afraid nothing of this actually helps with Ray's letter, though. Alright, let's check out the pear. There are two of them. What a nice pair. I hate these writers. This is awful. Like grapes. So, Daddy Grape, oh boy, finds his kid crying and asks, "What's wrong, kid?" But through all the tears, the kid couldn't get a single word out. Eventually, Daddy had enough, so he said, "Stop with." No, I won't say it. It wasn't a good joke anyway. Damn it. Damn it. Finish the joke. Lemons. Lemons. Lemons, of course. Why didn't I realize it sooner? Lemon juice is about the simplest way to write a hidden message using household items. We learned about that in chemistry. In the most boring detail, of course, a message written in lemon juice on paper becomes just about invisible to the naked eye when dried. But after heating it gently, oxidation occurs, making the message visible. I was sitting next to him in class when you learned that. He made a joke about using the method to cheat on the next test, and I replied by saying he'd have to bring an iron. Had he really expected me to remember a random chemistry class that happened years ago? But then I did remember it after all. Meet me at the portal tonight, 10 p.m. was all the message said. I wasted a good amount of time, but I still had some left before I'd have to go and meet Reza. So I decided to make I could have made some scrambled eggs if I hadn't broken them all earlier. Afterwards, I resumed reading my book about the continuing adventures of Sheridan and her exploits in destroying cultural artifacts. Unsurprisingly, it came to a happy end with the evil organization stopped in its tracks, at least for now. I thought the ending was deliberately left open for ambiguity, but when I turned the page and saw the advertisement for the next entry in this apparently long-running series of books, I realized all of this had just been a ploy to set up the inevitable sequel. This guy is jaded. He's not wrong, but he's jaded. Luckily, the disappointment didn't last long as I had to keep going to meet Reza at the portal. When I got outside, it didn't seem quite as dark as it was when I arrived yesterday. I might have had difficulties finding my way otherwise, but I could still see the portal in the distance. As I was walking, I wondered if anyone was following me, but the land seemed oddly deserted. Was everyone already asleep? Eventually, I arrived at my destination. Reza was already standing idly by the portal, his fidgeting making it obvious that he had waited just for me. Yeah, he told you to meet there. I was already wondering whether you'd get it at all, he says, looking kind of smug again. And let's see. We'll say, guess I did. What did you expect? Well, you didn't make it easy. I think we're at, guess I did. Ellipses. Dot, dot, dot. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. What a wonderful night it is. Just two bros doing bro stuff underneath the portal. What's the meme? What if we kissed? Just kidding. Unless, eyebrows. Just look up at the stars. You can see them so clearly here without all the pollution lingering in the air like back home. Almost as if we were looking right into the face of eternity itself. Okay, buddy, just take it easy. For so long, humanity thought we'd find aliens out there. Yet after all these years, we found we were still all alone in the universe. Turns out we were just not looking in the right place. What's going on, Reza? Why'd you call me here at this time? I'm asking the real questions. For one, because we're sending the generator home. Right. Before I was sent here, they told me they would limit the use of the portal, as they couldn't afford to keep it open all the time. In order to keep in contact with us and to enable us to send things over to them, the portal would be open for just a quarter of an hour each day. Why wouldn't you just say 15 minutes? Sending something back home wasn't really problematic for us, since the high energy expenditure associated with sending bigger objects only affected the sender, not the receiver. However, this also meant that until all business was concluded in regards to our trade with the PDAs and the generators, we were basically stuck here. As for the other, do you know what this place is? No, dude, we've been here for a day. We don't know shit. You said something about trouble. How much danger are we in, really? More than enough. I'm afraid this whole place will be gone soon, and we better not be here when it happens. This is exciting. Just spit it out already. If you get the feeling if we say either of these, he's just not going to say anything. But if we say it like this, we might get lucky. Just spit it out already. I hoped you'd see it too, but then it took me a while to understand, and I had a head start on you in any case. While he was speaking, my gaze wandered and fixed on some movement nearby. It was hard to make out anything, but I imagined it might have just been the wind blowing. Oh, there was no the. Might have just been wind blowing through the nearby shrubbery, except for the fact that there was no wind. Reza, this might take a while to explain, but we've got the whole night. Reza, look. He turned around to face whatever I was seeing. He squinted hard before he called out. You! Oh, how dare you follow me even here? It's, the scary dragon that he doesn't like, the one he's got beef with. The, big Barra dragon with the thickness. Forget the name already. Maverick, that was it. The disturbance came closer until it became clear that it was Maverick who had been hidden nearby to listen in on a conversation. I knew you were up to no good. What were you talking about? What are you planning here? Some kind of attack? Wait a minute, there's no reason for... Don't try to deny it. I heard you both talking about it in the cafe, and I saw the letter. You think I couldn't smell the lemon on it? Pathetic, pathetic. You'll have to come with me to the PlayStation now, both of you. Come on, I think you're overreacting. Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy crap! There was no hesitation. He just fucking pulled the strap out. And then there was blasting. There was 2 shots. He's got 4 left. Reza, what are you doing? Holy shit snacks, everybody. This just escalated in a way that I did not expect it. Reza says, come on, buddy. We gotta get the fuck out of here because I just committed a murder. Okay. In the dragon's side, I could see the wound where the bullet had penetrated his hide, a trickle of blood staining his dark scales and the earth beneath. Reza used the opportunity to run off in some direction. I wasn't sure which. I frantically scanned my surroundings to look for Reza, though he had already vanished into the darkness. What was I supposed to do? Run away as well? Help Maverick? I was just a diplomat and I had no idea what was happening. Suddenly, the dragon whipped around, hitting me in the guts with his thick tail. Suck! I was lifted off the ground briefly before I felt the impact of my body hitting the ground hard enough that my vision blurred almost immediately. A deafening roar battered my ears. Was this his cry for help? I could barely move, but I found it better not to try, as not to startle the wounded dragon more than he already was. It certainly would have ended badly for me if he tried anything. I heard him take a few unsure steps before he lay on the ground, panting. Maverick says, I'm still watching you, and you better not move for your own good. I should be home safe. If I have to get up again and come after you in this condition, I can promise you I won't be nice. It took a few minutes of listening to his labored breathing before someone arrived. It was 2 dragons. The first I recognized as Sebastian, and the other I didn't know. I heard Sebastian and Maverick exchange a few words when the stocky fellow approached me. Oh, it's a pig! Look at that. It's a real-life pig. Hey, kid. You alright? We're still feeling a little dizzy. Bryce says, I'm Bryce, the chief of police in this town. Can you tell me what happened? I ain't no snitch. Fuck you, pig. I'm not sure. Definitely Reza's an idiot, but we're not going to snitch on him. Human solidarity, my dudes. Let's see. Maverick followed us here and tried to apprehend us. Oh, loyal follower says to rat out Reza. He's a dickhead. You're not wrong about him being a dickhead, but I don't know if we want to snitch like that. That's I don't know. I don't know if we want to do that. We flip a coin. The coin says, I actually don't remember what I wanted heads to be, and so you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just snitch. Let's go for it. Oh, that feels wrong to snitch though. Into a pig, no less. Let's. Oh, this is tough. I didn't think there would be this much of a ethical dilemma in this game, but I really don't want to cooperate with police. No, let's raise a loose for now. Maverick followed us here, tried to arrest us. Is that so? His face was stern and seemingly lost in thought as I overheard Sebastian's conversation. Sebastian says, yeah, but you're the flyer on duty. We probably won't find him now. Not here in the darkness at any rate. What do you mean, Dragons can't see in the dark? Well, that's just brilliant. Good job, buddy. You fucked it. What do you think, Chief? Chief says, can we walk? We think, yeah, probably. All right. Sebastian, take Amayo to the apartment, get us some help here from Maverick, and then we'll look for Reza. Right on, right on. Not even like yes, sir, or something like that. Just right on. Righteous, bruv. Come on, buddy. I'll get you up. I was still shaken up by the events I just witnessed when I arrived at my apartment. Not knowing anything better to do, I soon fell into a deep slumber. I wonder what would happen if we didn't find the clue and just like planned the pizza party instead. We're gonna have to go back and explore some of these roads not traveled, roads not taken, roads less traveled, whatever the poem is. You all know the one. Cool. I wonder if having eaten all those fucking painkillers made a difference. You know, there's there's a lot of things that could have been different. The next day, I woke with many questions lingering in my head. I considered calling someone from the police department to ask about Reza and Maverick, but in the end, I decided against doing so, as I was sure they would contact me if they had anything to tell me. That's bold. Probably not the case either. I knew it was no use worrying about it for now, so I settled for starting another book. Oh, the doorbell. It didn't take very long, though, before the doorbell rang. It's Bryce again. Did Bryce, the chief of police, take it upon himself to escort me again today? Oh, it's you again. Pig. Are you surprised? No, but I guess it'll mean bad news. Afraid so. How are you holding up, buddy? Better than yesterday, that's for sure. Let's go for a walk then, shall we? Sure. Oh, this is when we're about to get shot. This time I was taken along a different route than yesterday, and I was quite sure there was more to this than just taking a walk. Yeah, you're right. Congratulations, myself. You have more than two brain cells. I'll just go ahead and guess you didn't find Reza. Yeah, we hoped he would have come back on his own by now. Do you have any idea where he might be? Maybe he mentioned some sort of place in particular. that holds some meaning to him, said with fingers wiggling like this that you can't see. One day, when I get the rig up and running, I'll be able to add all sorts of lively hand gestures to all sorts of things to better annoy and destroy public morals and stuff or whatever. No, not really. We didn't get a chance to talk all that much yesterday before. There's that too. I have no idea why Reza would have done anything like that. I had the impression that they weren't very fond of each other, but this. How is he, by the way? Oh, Maverick is doing fine, but there's plenty of blame to go around. You're right, they didn't particularly like each other. Wow, no shit. In his statement, Maverick says he suspected Reza of planning some sort of attack. Do you know anything about that? No, he only told me that something was going to happen, not that he was planning to do something that was going to happen, or that made more sense in my head, whatever. At least that was the impression I got. He's suspecting you too, by the way, that you both planned this all from the beginning. No, that wouldn't make sense. Actually, none of this is making sense at all. Sorry, none of this is making any sense. Why would we go through all the lengths of our agreement only to jeopardize it by doing something like this? You even already have our PDAs and we don't have much to show for it yet. If we had any nefarious plans, this wouldn't have been a very good idea. Oh, that's sensible. You have a good point, says Chief of Police. I believe you, but from our side we only have Maverick's word on the whole matter. After all, he was the one who spent the most time with Reza since he arrived here. But even then, he didn't really have any reason to follow you yesterday, and his behavior was completely out of line. I'm just glad you came out fine. I finished my hibiscus tea with mango. I'm going to need to get another one. It's pretty good. No caffeine. If he wasn't on mandatory sick leave, he would be suspended right now. I'm going to have your badge and gun, Maverick. We'll have to wait until this whole thing is over before we decide what to do with him. I can assure you this won't be taken lightly. I have a feeling it will be, but we'll see. Let's take the cheeky approach. Where I come from, this kind of attack on a diplomat could be classified as an act of war, punishable by death. That's not really how human law kind of works, but I like the Chutzpah, maybe? Bryce says, is that so? We still got quite a lot on our hands now, though. We have a wounded dragon and a missing human. This could lead to a diplomatic crisis. Bryce says, maybe Reza will still show up soon and we can get all of this behind us. Probably not, Bryce. Probably not. Oh, I just noticed he's got this fun little scar. Because what's a dragon without any scars? Oh, maybe Reza will still show up soon and we can get all of this behind us. I hope so too. I really wouldn't want to jeopardize everything over this unfortunate incident. Yeah. Yeah, how about let's just keep quiet about this whole thing for now. After all, I don't think any of us wants people panicking about this already, right? I'm merely nodding in agreement. Hey, let's just want to cover up a shooting. Down. Perfect. If this turns into some sort of like JFK allegory, I'm going to both tear my hair out, but also probably lose my shit, because that would be really funny. Alright, back at the, this is not the apartment. Oh, this is the police station. Well, hold on, I got a work text. All right, sort it out. All right, back to it. Oh, let's have a sip of water first. It's extremely dry here for being end of October. It's bullshit. Eventually, we arrived at the police station where the chief took my formal statement in regards to yesterday's events. He asked me about Reza and Maverick too, not that I knew much of anything that preceded yesterday's events or the mysterious catastrophe Reza had mentioned. The BGM cut. Afterwards, he thanked me and left to file my statement while I sat by his table, waiting and listening to the going-ons of this small provincial town police department. When he returned, he was approached by someone who seemed to have urgent news. A lot of talking between the two ensued that I couldn't make out from my position. This went on for a bit until Bryce returned to me. Afraid I have more bad news for you. Reza has now officially become a murder suspect. Oh, it's BGM. Let's increase audio output capture a teensy bit just to make sure that it's coming through. Because, like, murder? We're headed to the crime scene and hoped you'd come with us. Me? A crime scene? I don't really know much about forensics. It's just that you're the only link to Reza we have. Consider what he said would happen to us. It's in all of our interests that we find him as soon as possible, and if he has anything to do with it, you might be able to help us find him. Your cooperation would certainly be appreciated, and it would be a nice gesture to show us that you're trustworthy in the eyes of those who might think otherwise. After what happened yesterday, he's a fucking pig. Will you help us? That is the question. What do we think? Ah, here we go. This is the big brain. We should absolutely fuck up this investigation, by which I mean we should help them and then make all the worst choices. Staggering around high on painkillers like Harry Dubois, smashing eggs randomly and passing out in the middle of the crime scene. There we go. Praxis. Praxis. I will help you, and I will make it so much worse. I suppose I don't really have much choice here, but you're right. We've got to find Raisin. If that's what it takes, then I'll do it. Very well. Let us go then. Batman. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, everybody. I thought that'd be funnier. It wasn't. On our way to the crime scene, he tried to prepare me for what would come. I had studied biology, so I was familiar with the sight of dead animals. Asking myself how similar this would be, I wondered if my reaction would be any different if it wasn't a dragon, but a human corpse. Oops. I would be seeing. I accidentally scroll wheeled. When we arrived, we were met by Sebastian, who gave us an overview of the whole situation. This morning, the victim was found by a delivery flyer for a restaurant. Blood loss from multiple wounds of the likely cause of death. Forensics was already here, so feel free to poke around. A few paces in front of us, the unfortunate victim lay on the ground, covered by a sheet that concealed the body, but not the large red stain beneath. We approached, while Sebastian went off to deter any curious onlookers. Bryce said, I know it won't be pretty and I'm sorry for putting you through this, but you know what's at stake here. Just remember what I told you and you should be fine. Alright, I guess. Are you ready? Not really, honestly. We're in a little... Just do it. Ellipses. The reveal. Oh, damn. Gooby had his neck slit. What do you think, says Bryce? Well, I mean, what do you want me to think? Well, he's definitely dead. That that's right. That's not wrong. Chief of Police says, "Yeah, rip," and that's it. Well, he's already dead, I guess. Not a whole lot we can do. Let's just say this will be your test, and tell me what you can deduce from what you see. Give it your best shot. No BGM again. I really like the use of music in this game. This is surprisingly like, I don't know, on point, thoughtful. Like there was design choices, not just like a dude day drinking on Renpy or something. Oh shit! Investigation start. Two wings, two legs, just like the waitress in the cafe, about as big as a human lengthwise, if not slightly taller. The wingspan would certainly look impressive at that size. Oh, I like how they're the wounds are kind of hard to miss in the eye. Agreed. Agreed. Bryce, chief of police. True. But what are they telling you? What story is this murder delivering you to? Well, that's definitely correct. The perpetrator was an unusually large or small person? I don't know how you could make that claim based on the... What? Because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the wings / arms, and then absolutely thrashed on the torso, and then, you know, that one looks like the big one right there. And I'm not sure what's going on over here. That's kind of weird. It was suicide. I really want to... What do we think? We just... I think we want a shitpost, but it was suicide. Based on the number and shape of the wounds, I'd say it was a suicide. Bryce says, no way. Oh, let's see. He was already dead when he got these wounds. How so? That seems pretty unlikely. Oh, it's increasingly difficult to sandbag in a VN, huh? And the perpetrator was an unusually large or small person. At the very least, we can waste Bryce's time. The angles, I think they meant to say angels, look a bit strange, like they were done from an unusual position. Is it possible that they were inflicted by a person who was much larger or smaller than him? No, I don't think that's it. They were inflicted with a sharp implement. They are clean cuts, like from a knife or another sharp instrument. That is true, but why does this matter? It actually doesn't. It tells us that it was suicide. It couldn't have been Reza. Dragons don't use knives. It actually doesn't. It could have only been someone with hands. That's actually the right conclusion, but I feel if we do that, it might advance the story. So let's say dragons don't use knives. Actually, we do. Mostly by those who have the proper hands to use them, but still. It couldn't have been Reza. Reza had a gun yesterday. Why would he use a knife now? Right, that weapon he was using on Maverick is called a gun. right? Yeah. What strange contraptions? Well, he could have had a reason to use a knife over his gun if it was him. Can you think of any? He wouldn't, because this was clearly a suicide. He wouldn't, because it wasn't him. It makes him look cooler. No, it's just no. He lost his gun. Oh, we missed the part where we do the other meme choice. Dang it. Wait, can we... Wait a second. Can we just... Oh, tops. Oh, dang it. That'd be cool if we could actually, like, rewind. He did not want to make any noise. After all, he ran away from Maverick trying to hide from the police. Something as loud as a gunshot would have easily given away his position and alerted others in the area. Right, that could be a good reason. By the way, which wound do you think was lethal? Oh, I don't know. You know. Come on, Twigs. The one on his chest? The one on his neck. The blood splatters suggest that. The blood splatter suggests that he committed suicide. He was dragged here after he died. This isn't blood. He died here. He had AIDS. Wow. That's I don't even want to click that one. Ugh, it's kind of gross. He was hemophiliac. He was hemophiliac. There's so much blood, it could have been hemophiliac. It is a lot of blood, I'll give you that, but I don't think this has anything to do with hemophilia. You sure, Chief? I don't know. I don't know. The blood splatter suggests that this isn't blood. You sure? Nope, it's blood, all right. There was sniffing sound effects if you weren't able to catch that. He committed suicide. I wonder if you can piss off Thrice. That'd be funny. He was dragged here after he died. Alright. He died here. Objection! And the screen shake, that was cool. Sorry, I just always wanted to say that. Jesus! This fucking idiot. What about the blood on his muzzle? Bryce says, you tell me. He is a vampire. He fought back. He had a bloody stake earlier. He has gum disease. He has gum disease. Possible, but unlikely. He is a vampire. Don't be silly. Oh, fuck you, Bryce. He had a bloody stake earlier. He bit his tongue during the fight. That is actually a very real possibility. We probably would be seeing more blood if that were the case, though. That he fought back. Might be the perp's blood. Investigation over. Easy come, easy go, everybody. Maybe this isn't your strong suit. It told you so. Don't worry about it. We still need your help with other things. It would be better if you didn't. Let me live my life, pig. All right, Sebastian. You're lucky we didn't plan your murder, Sebastian. Hey, Chief. Still the witness here for anything? Sebastian approached with the dragon who had discovered the body earlier. I recognized her as Aideen, the waitress from the cafe. She seemed distraught, which, given the situation, wasn't very surprising. I don't think so. Take her to the department, get her statement written up, and that should be it, Chief Pig says. Sebastian is a yes man as always. Sure thing, boss. Sad Aideen. All right, miss, we're going to have to take you back to the station, back to the department. Image color yellow. Aideen says, of course. When she spotted me, however, her composure brightened visibly. Oh, it's the human! Go away. I feel like we don't want to bully her, because that, I don't know, that feels mean. I have a name, you know, that's just salty. I had someone do that in a class once. I called him bro. Like, hand him, I don't know, I think it was for like handouts or something, and we were like passing forward or passing back or something. This was way back, and I was still in CC, and he was like, I have a name! I was like, alright, dude. Take your fucking handout, though. That was weird. Let's go with, I'm a human. Well, I call you by your name, but you never actually told me it. It's alright. Fair play. Fair play. The blush is cute. It's Amayo. That's me names. I see typing. Quote, I bet the yellow dragon secretes poison or something, judging by her color. You probably get a wicked contact high if you touch her, end quote. We'll see if that comes up. Hope so. We'll find out. On the other hand, I don't know if molesting dragons is the achievement we want. That's a, on the other hand, maybe it is. Quote, that's racist, quote. What are you even doing here? Do you work for our police now? We don't know either. It's just a hobby. Um, Technically, that's true. We don't work for the police. Let's go with it. By the way, I didn't know you also did deliveries. I do a little bit of everything, really. That's nice. I liked my fish yesterday. Blush again. You don't have to hide it. I know it's quite an acquired taste. Then why did you serve it to us? To be fair, I wouldn't have recommended it to someone new. Like, all right, fair enough. But you could always try something different. Here's our number if you don't want to come in. We'll deliver anything we have to you. Thanks. Sebastian. That was funny. Shut up, Goomba. Sorry, I guess we should get going. Bye! 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 This is my Aideen voice now. Bye! Sorry, I guess we should get going. Bye! And outro slide. Love how they just get mirrored. Animations are funny. What do we do now, Chief? I suppose we'll head off too, unless... Oh no. BGM cut. What is it? We get this is new BGM right now. Maverick on scene. We've got a violent homicide, and of course, nobody from the department tells me. I have to find out from a neighbor who wanted to ask me about it. Good thing rumors travel fast, eh? Of course nobody told you, dipshit. You're on sick leave. Mandatory sick leave, I might add. Dipshit again for emphasis.
Alright, so Zep and Xanav are ready. Sorry to take you away from your fantasy adventure park.
How dare you? I forgot what buttons I'm supposed to be pushing. Ba-bum. I'm not here in any official capacity, you see. I am merely enjoying a curative walk. Curative walk in the fresh air and happened to come across you by accident. Uh-huh. What do you want, says Bryce. And I think this is where we are going to leave it for right now. Check out oh, actually dying. There we go. Hopefully the audio capture is not quite too bad now. I know there was the mixing issue last time. Thanks for reading along with me, Desu Wa Wa. No, wait, sorry. I can't even read my own end card. Thanks for reading along with me, Desu Wa Wa. As always, shout out to Salome Sami Deswa for popularizing Deswa. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being part of the public nuisance, I think. We'll go with that. Yeah, I like that. That's a good sign off. Kaikage Amayo signing off. Salute emoji. See you next time. Goodbye.